Mr. Cabrit. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create a drawing or a poster showing off your work for the solar car project. So I went a little quick there and I just hit drawing. Another way to start a new drawing is to go File, New, Drawing. Those are two different ways to start a drawing. Now you want to set up your sheet size, and let's use B. All right, so change that to sheet size B. And then this title block always ends up being too big when you got this small a sheet. So delete that off. And then you're going to start placing your assembly is one of the things I want. So you need to go through on your H drive, potentially. This is my H drive, but that's not where I want to be. You want to go and find your assembly. Click on it, open it up. Now I hate this view and I can't get it quite right using this view cube as well. So what I'm going to do is do a custom view orientation. I think it looks best from this direction, really, an isometric like this. Finish it, boom. It's shaded, colored in, which is good. Half scale, I think this would look better if it was real life size. Okay, I'm going to move that over somewhere on here. Then the next thing I want to do is a exploded view. You need to do a new file for that. So new presentation, and you're going to bring in your assembly. So create view. You're going to find it on your H drive. Here's the assembly right here. So find your assembly, open it up. And then what you want to do is tweak each component individually. I want you guys to kind of to show that this is made up of a bunch of separate parts and you can see the inner workings of the car. So I prefer if you had orientation where you can see where the belt would go. And I would look at it the way that you're going to end up bringing it in. So tweak that, and notice these arrows, once you click on it, that you can move it. So if I want to move it up, I grab this arrow and I move up. I definitely want the solar panel out of the way so I can see what everything looks like. Wheel, same thing. You can pull on that or not. Oh, I pulled the axle. That's okay. I don't think you really want to pull the axle. So make sure you're pulling on the right things. So just play around with this until you get where you got individual views of things. Sure. I don't like how far that one went. So you just hit tweak component and you pull on the things. And I try to get it where things aren't overlapping with each other. So just spread things out and then make sure you save this. I'm not going to save it because I already have one here, but give it a name that makes sense. Save it within your solar car folder on your H drive. Hit save, okay? Then you want to go back to your drawing, and you need to so now you want to place that exploded view you just made. So go to where you saved that. Notice this only says assembly files. I want to look for these presentation files, or you can just say all inventor files so it shows up. Oh, there it is. Hit open. Once again, this view is crazy, so I would do a custom view orientation, and you can play around with this, but this looks good just like this. And scale, let's just make it full scale again. This should all fit. And one thing, I didn't have the shaded button. I want it in color, so you want to hit that button for color. And then Boy, that ends up being pretty huge. Up to you. You could change the scale depending on how you want yours to look. And then I definitely want at least one picture of you and your partner in here. So do manage, insert object, and then go to create from file, browse. Oh, and then go to your, once again, go to your H drive. Now your pictures, you'll need to take a picture and then email it to yourself and download it to the computer. Normally those go to the downloads folder. Up to you how you end up getting it onto the computer. But I would take the picture, email it like we've done before. And then I definitely want one picture of your car by itself. And you're going to need to shrink this by grabbing a corner. Make sure you always grab that corner and you scale it all the same. And then I want a picture of you and your partner in here is the last thing with your car. So insert, create from file. Open. My bad. And then once again, find where you saved that picture of you and your partner. And let's see. I'd rather you have your car finished. This example here, they don't have their car finished. They're working on it, but that's fine. That kind of looks cool too. Bring that in, and once again, shrink it up. Oop. Grab the corner, shrink it down. It's got way out here. And then lastly, I want you guys to put your name on here. So you want to do annotate text, your names, and make that, you can play around with size, maybe 1 inch. Ooh, that's pretty big. You might want to make that a different size than 1 inch, 0.5 or so. All right, and then you want to make sure that you save this. All right, I'm not going to save it because I've already done this. And then the last thing you want to do is export PDF. I need the PDF. Export PDF. Turn in that PDF. It'll give you a preview here. So I need the PDF, not the drawing file. Make sure you send me that.